Today, we learn about the greatest country in the world, Japan. Tokyo Olympic was just closed. Under the coronavirus pandemic situation, I think every single athlete did a good job. Better or worse, amongst the national teams of Japan, I think it was worth watching girls basketball teams. They won silver medals. It must have been a really hard working. It was a wonderful job. Congratulations. I'm so proud of it. We all know Japan achieved such amazing things like they won 27 gold medals. The rest for medals were highly competitive until the end, especially among the US, China, and host nations, Japan. Japan was luckily ranked at number 3rd from the top. That's super excellent. You might think Japan could have won the medals a lot because they were host. That's true. But in terms of overall results, I think Japan fulfilled their responsibility as a host. They would have been ashamed if they only got 0 medal, right? There were a lot of negative things, disappointments, and panic before the Tokyo Olympics was held, like they got the COVID-19. They postponed the game for another year. They had low evaluation by overseas medals and more precedented travel going forward. But in any case, finally they did it. I don't know how you guys evaluate the entire management of the Olympics games based on prevention of infection, for example. The overseas media seemed to evaluate the Tokyo Olympic was the worst for the last half of a century. That could be true. I understand that because, like I said, we have never experienced the Olympics with infectious virus. If I think it positively, I believe this pandemic is gonna be a great experience because we are supposed to have Paris Olympics in 3 years. Just 3 years, folks. We're gonna have another Olympics coming up soon. Time will fly so fast. Do you guys think we're gonna be able to completely eliminate the threat of coronavirus in 3 years? I don't think so. If you just simply say Olympics was failed because there were no speculators in a stadium, or no one was interested in Japan at the moment, that's true. Shortly, we're gonna have a numerical data result to see how it went. The Japanese government is gonna make a announcement soon. We're gonna figure out how successful the Olympic was like in number. When we have the next Olympic in Paris, we're gonna have to have solid solutions based on data, not to make a confusion again, of course. Before the Olympic was actually held this summer, it was said that millions of foreign visitors will come to watch the games for the nations, and a lot of foreign investors invested in real estate in Tokyo. They believed they could make a lot of money. Huge amount of fund would have cashed in. But in fact, you know what happened, right? Everybody lost a lot of money. They were unable to control or function all the management staff during the 17 days Olympic service. As COVID-19 cases nationwide rises, IOC and local organizers couldn't make too much money. The overall economy loss in Japan was estimated to 3 trillion Japanese yen. But nevertheless, they say the Olympic was successful. Why the hell is that? Here is the name of the game, everybody. Move the money from tax, donation, fund, and sponsors and other financial aid from the World Organization into their pocket. Local business owners, small-scale self-employed, just normal people received the corona emergency benefit from Japanese government temporarily, and they can make money, and at the same time, it's advantageous for everyone. Correct? No. Nobody, okay? That's a piece of crap, everybody. If you Shohei Ohtani from Los Angeles Angels, Tokyo Governor Koike-san, Prime Minister Suga-san, nobody knows what's gonna happen to the post-Olympics. Nobody cares if you lose your money. Who cares if your income goes up, down, and sideways? It's like a fugazi, okay? You know fugazi, right? It's something that is fake or damaged beyond the repair. As I said, we had 3 trillion Japanese yen in loss, right? Young people have to pay for it. They have to take on debt for many years. Older people make a living for social security like a pension because they are retired. They don't really have to care about the tax young generation, including me, have to take care of everything because we still have a long way to go. Even though I work hard every day, I don't build anything. I don't create shit. As soon as I get my work done, I want to cash in, liquidate it, take my money, and run home. Once I store those money in a safe place, I get another brilliant idea, special idea. You know what I'm gonna do? I spend the money for another business, another deal, and another enterprise, namely reinvestment. I buy another stock to reinvest my earnings, and then I'm gonna keep doing this again, and again. I'm fucking addicted. I hope you guys understand my point. In the meanwhile, Japanese politicians follow the same as always like that. They are always conservative creatures. There are two keys to success in politics in Japan. First, they need money. How the hell do they get the money? From old people. They tend to support old people. They promise they're gonna create a better society for old people. Of course, the old people love the idea. And then all the people donate their money for politicians, while young people just sit, watch TV, and have fun cheering up for a national team of Japan. Politicians get the money from all the people, and then for the second step, they will prepare for domestic election coming up on fall to protect their positions. They speak smart, loud, and positive, and once they are elected, they start falling asleep in the Congress. That's their old habit, folks. That sucks. Does that make sense to you? Great. That's how Japan is being corrupted in the background. It's absolutely good result for Japan to win as many as 27 gold medals in the end. That's amazing milestones for a history of Japanese sport. But as a result, what are we gonna obtain? What outcome do you think we are supposed to get in the end? We are still in a good mood of Tokyo Olympic, but to me, it's like people ignore the post-Tokyo Olympic. I can't help but to think people are forgetting about what to do after the Olympics. The Olympic is now over. Sayonara Tokyo Olympics. From today on, we're gonna have to create shit like culture. Tokyo is a huge city where we can create a culture. Why is Tokyo is the best place to develop culture? Because Tokyo has over 10 millions of people, everybody. People gather in Tokyo. They can create demand and supply. For example, if you are a big fan of Justin Bieber holding an outside live in Tokyo, you go. Other fans of Justin go there too. Hundreds of thousands of people get together and create a culture. However, a 30-year-old middle-aged man like me speaks alone online in Shiga Prefecture, creates nothing. Even if I have more than 20,000 viewers, it's worthless. Nothing can be generated. I can't create a culture at the moment. If there is no people, no culture is created. Even if I talented technology scale, I can't help Japan to beat American company like GAFA. They invest in global platform and hire professional engineers from all over the world and create innovative shit. So America sucks Japan's nutrition, right? That's exactly what's happening to Japan right now. Japan merely utilized the huge platform that American companies created, such as AWS and YouTube hosting in America, and then America gets 30% of commissions in sales from Japan. Accordingly, GDP in Japan goes down, and it's gonna be getting harder and harder to produce a product and service from zero. So after the Olympics, Japanese economy starts to slow down, and young people start going to Tokyo to look for a better job. Not yet because of the COVID-19, but soon enough, I'm gonna be one of them. Anyway, now we have no natural resources such as natural gas and oil, which is 100% imported from Middle East Asia like Saudi Arabia. We're gonna compete overseas nations with limited resources. Plus, in 2035, we're gonna have to make a shift to a decarbonized society, which we haven't been aware yet. the world already knows, but we Japanese people are too easygoing, so we don't know yet. At present, Toyota is having a big issue with that because it's gonna be difficult to sell their vehicle after 2035. In Europe and California, for example, it's gonna be illegal to sell vehicle with gasoline in 24 years. So Toyota struggles to produce electric vehicle, but in Japan, the problem is that electricity is produced from oil. Toyota can't export electric vehicle to European countries because it's not eco-friendly. They'll get fined if they export. Europe excludes Japan's exportations. America will do the same, and Japan is gonna be isolated. That means Japan's big company like Toyota, Honda, Nissan, and other auto vehicle makers will not be able to manufacture. Then we need to think about something else to survive. Japanese culture might be a good solution. I mean, alternative business strategy to make more money. Manga, animation, and gaming industry would be a potential business strategy to save Japan. It's my personal opinion though. That's what I found after the Tokyo Olympic. I hope guys you enjoyed. Thank you. 最後までご視聴いただきどうもありがとうございました。これからもマブ中川をよろしくお願いいたします。またね。